Okay, guys, listen. So I was about to hit the gym, right? So I wake up. This is my morning routine, right? I wake up, go do my business, wash up, whatever. Watch a video like 30 minutes and then hit the gym. Usually these videos are just kind of like I'm waiting to wake up, get my mind activated and whatever before I hit the gym. And man, I saw this Final Fantasy drama bullshit and I was like, dude, I have to talk about this. This is the funniest drama ever. And usually the funniest drama revolves around Pyromancer. So we're gonna talk about it. Anyways, this whole thing started with the chair. So we're gonna watch the Xenosis Vex video talking a bit about the chair. And then we'll go into the real drama.
I don't know. Apparently this is drama, right? So before we talk about this for a second, I need a little bit of context. What is this? So this is a housing item? All right. So let's see. Change, remove, lalafel lifter. That's what it's called, dude. As the title says, with patch 6.35, we received some new housing items. One of them being the lalafel lifter. We have been begging for lalafel furniture for the longest time, especially after visiting Tamra and seeing all of the lalafelin-sized furniture.
So you can already imagine what this drama is about, right? It's like it's a baby chair for lalafels, right?
Lalafelin? Is that a word? We haven't had an official lalafel furniture since the step stool, so we were excited to finally have something that wasn't huge or way over our heads. Except this piece of furniture is not what we were hoping for. It's insulting, and a lot of my friends think the same. It looks like a toddler's high chair.
It is.
It doesn't even look like a proper chair. Backing and arms. It's forced to say a pure white color and the dyeable area, the part that makes it look like a furniture chair. Okay, well, I mean, I can agree with this part. The dyeable areas on some furniture suck. We've been hoping for lalafel beds, tables, anything, but this? Please reconsider changing the design to a more neutral look. I don't want to even imagine going to people's in-game houses or RP venues just to be told to
This is the best fucking thing ever. Are you kidding me? I wish I was playing a lalafel and this was a thing. Are you kidding me? I am not playing lalafel because I just find them extremely annoying in the way they walk and their animations are just like annoying as hell. Like, I just don't like how it looks. But man, this is the funniest thing. Lalafel players should rejoice that they're gonna get so much attention because no one gives a shit about them and everyone pretty much hates them if they don't play them. So, like, what are you talking about? This is the best fucking thing ever. Bro, it's so dumb.
I didn't even think about that. Yo, anybody with a nightclub, yo, make the children's corner, dude. Put a bunch of these chairs, man, and when they're in there like RPing, dude, just tell them, yo, go to the children's corner.
Oh my god, bro.
This mother.
Anyways.
What?
We don't care about the
By
comments.
the lalafel lifter. I wish that I had that little in my life to.
So, anyways,
it proves difficult for non-lalafel to gauge an individual's age with any degree of accuracy.
Anyway, so the problem with this is that people consider lalafels to be like children, and then anyone who plays lalafel is a pedo or whatever. Like people are harassing other people for being pedo. Let's see what. Where is this? Okay,
that's not cool.
All right, so
prove of that either.
This is where the real drama is.
Baby ass.
As I said, it has to do with Pyro. Oh man, like I want to get right before he loses his shit.
Sit here and fucking yell at a microphone and all this fucking dumbass shit, dude. And they say it's clout chasing. It's clout chasing. Yeah, fucking right, dude. I don't want any of those fucking people on my. I don't want his viewers that act like that on my fucking stream.
Here's the thing though with Pyro, and. It's not just Pyro, it's people like Pyro. Actually, no, I don't want to say that. I'll take that back. It's not people like Pyro. This is something I noticed with Pyro. Whenever his viewership, and I don't know if this is on purpose, but every time Pyro's viewership goes down, like he was doing like 600, 800 during when he was doing the story. Basically, right after his first WoW Meltdown, when he started doing Final Fantasy, he had like 1,200 or whatever, 1,300 viewers, I believe. Then his viewership dropped to like 300, and there was another drama that happened, like he was losing his shit over something, and his viewership jumped up to like 600, 800 again. Now his viewership is back to like 100-ish. Time for drama. Watch, his viewership will skyrocket again back to like 500, 600. right? And I'm not saying he's doing this on purpose, but it just kind of happens, right? The other thing is I would say is, this is how you know that Final Fantasy right now doesn't have much going for it in terms of content. Like, people are bored. When people are bored, basically it's like, it's also like a theory kind of I have about like when times are peaceful, people are looking for, you know, drama, basically, let's call it that way. But for example, okay, we had peaceful times since World War II. We basically had peaceful time. Honestly, I would say even, let's say, Cold War. We had peaceful times since. Because of peaceful times, we have all of these aggressions between groups of people internally, right? You have conservatives versus liberals, you have the LGBT versus basically everyone else who's not with the LGBT and all that stuff. And I feel like this is all happening because it is too quiet. People need drama. And I'm not trying to like downplay this BS that is going on with the trans community and all that stuff. It might be real issues, but they're not real issues when people's lives are at stake. If there is a war, no one gives a shit about trans rights. People care about feeding their family and surviving till tomorrow. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's not like, it's an issue, but it's not as big as something like a war. And I feel like peaceful times, or basically boring times, because when there's peace, it's kind of boring, you look for drama. People are more agitated because they can't vent their frustration on anything. There's nothing going on. And I feel like this is exactly what's happening in Final Fantasy community. WoW had it too. Every time there's no content in WoW, that's when people are complaining. Because they have time to complain. They have time to think about things because they're not in a rush to anything. So this is exactly what's happening in the Final Fantasy community right now. By the way, this is still fucking hilarious.
I don't care. Fucking clout chasing. What, a 2K streamer, bro? Fuck you, dude.
Oh man. So this
Fucking crazy.
This is why people say shit to Pyro, because he reacts so much. Stop fucking reacting. Stop being a bitch. Just be like, I'm clout chasing. Fuck it. If it works, it works. Like, who cares if you're clout chasing? If you're doing a react content, you're technically clout chasing. So technically, I'm clout chasing right now because I'm reacting to this, right? If you're doing a popular game that everyone's playing, you're clout chasing because everyone's watching that game, right? If you're doing what everyone's requesting, you're clout chasing because you know you're gonna get views. Like, what is clout chasing? Who cares, bro? It's your fucking profession. Who gives a shit? Use whatever means you can to get more viewers and retain them. Who gives a shit if you're clout chasing? Why are you taking offense to this? Like, just because there's a negative connotation, it doesn't make it a bad thing. It's like, wow, oh, he's clout chasing. Bro, whatever gives him views. Look at the guy, like the Bill Clinton kid from Elden Ring. He's technically clout chasing, but this guy is now everywhere. You see him on, like, streamers, like he's stalking streamers. He was invited to talk shows. Everyone knows about this kid, right? Look at, what's her name? Cash Me Outside, bro. Fucking chick is a million. Who cares she was clout chasing on fucking Dr. Phil? She's a millionaire right now. Fucking 50 million plus in earnings, right? Like, what she's worth. Bro, who gives a shit, man? Just fuck it. So you're clout chasing. Who cares? You're trying to fucking keep the bread on the table. Who gives a shit?
Crazy.
Like, why is that such an offensive thing? Yeah, fuck it. I'm clout chasing. Who gives a shit?
He made it very obvious he didn't give a shit.
Subscription, bro.
Yeah, I think he's
And then he
talking
continues to
about
say,
Zen.
I don't care about this guy. I don't care about this issue. But he
Yeah, he's talking about Xenosis Vex. And again, Xenosis Vex finds it funny, and that's it. His whole thing is like, well, people are getting bullied online. Bro, just fucking block and move on. Get some skin. The only time you get bullied online is if you react to it. If you make a deal out of the bullying, that's when you get bullied more. That's why Pyro is getting so much fucking hate. Not hate, but it's like he gets so much fucking people pissing him off because he reacts to it. And he's gonna talk about it. It's like, why am I the only one who has to take accountability for what I say? It's like, and everyone's attacking me because you react to it, because you are so reactive. You are such a bitch. No offense, but it is what it is. You're acting like a bitch whenever you take the shit. You're acting like a child. You're acting like a child. It's like, they hurt my feelings. I'm gonna vent out, bro. Let's fucking take it on the face and move on.
He's fucking full of shit, dude. Because if he didn't care, he wouldn't be watching it, he wouldn't be giving his opinion, and he wouldn't have people coming from his chat into mine to talk shit. So, who the...
Okay, he can't control what people on his chat do. If they come to talk shit on your chat, that's, you know, whatever. If they're talking too much chat, he can't ban them. Just like go and talk to him. It's like, yo, listen, people from your chat are coming in, they're harassing me. Can you do something about, like, talk to them, or just like, I don't know, fucking discipline them? I don't know, because like this is not cool. Like, I don't appreciate it. Talk to him like a fucking human being, man to man, and he'll be like, yo, okay, cool. Like, I'll see what it is. I'll make a comment about, because yeah, that shit is not right. That's fine. Right, what the other thing he said? Oh, that he's cool with it. Bro, it's just funny. It's just funny. I get it that you're like, oh, is it funny that people are bullying others over a chair? It's like, it's not about the chair. It's like a deeper meaning. Bro, it's about the fucking chair. I know there's a deeper meaning here about like victims and bullies and shit like that, but this is the fucking internet, man. Just get over it. People are gonna be mean. If you're gonna take everything to heart while you're on the internet, I'm sorry, bro. That's like, maybe internet is not for you. Play a single player game and never fucking look at online commentary on anything. Like, this is the real world. I'm sorry, like, people are gonna be mean to you. Here you can at least ignore them, mute them, or just like not give a fuck. Who gives a shit? Just don't read. It's like people who are like reading the chat of their Twitch stream and getting mad. It's like, bro, just skip the fucking message, right? Like, yeah, maybe you'll see it, and it's like, this is what, like, a lot of streamers, I think this was like, what, 3 or 4 years ago, so many streamers had mental breakdowns because they just cannot deal with negative comments. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Are you fucking kidding me? You're making so much money, but people are talking shit to you. Who gives a shit? It's like, oh, but I know you say that, but eventually it gets to you. Get the fuck out of here, man. Are you fucking kidding me? Who gives a shit? Grow a thicker skin, you fucking pansies.
Who the fuck is being honest in this situation? Me or him?
Who cares? You're
pretty obvious who actually is being fucking truthful here.
You're both being honest, but like, who cares about your honesty, man? It's all about the reaction. He takes it as comedy. You take it as the most offensive thing since fucking KKK. Like, oh, they're going after a group of lalafels.
And I might have an anger problem.
Maybe.
And I might fucking yell, but you know what, dude? I'm fucking honest to you. Always. And honest about my shit fucking takes.
Bro, like, again, this whole thing with honesty, man. No one comes to you for moral guidance, Pyro. No offense, but no one does. You're an entertainer. While your honesty is entertaining, it's fine. When your honesty is not entertaining, no one cares. Like, honesty is just another fucking vehicle for entertainment. Like, no one cares if you're honest, if you're lying, if you put a facade or not. Like, who gives a shit? Just be entertaining. That's your job.
My whole literally the whole chat is cringing.
Yeah, because you're fucking
the whole chat is cringing while we're watching this video.
Uh-huh.
The whole chat is cringing. It's not just me, bro. You fucking take that video, and I'm sure if you let a bunch of people watch it, a bunch of people would fucking say that there was L takes there, dude. I couldn't even finish it because
a bunch of people would say there's L takes, and a bunch of people would say this is hilarious. Who gives a shit, man?
Got cringe at like halfway.
A bunch of people called Dave Chappelle a transphobe after his, like, was 2 Netflix specials ago. Or 3 ago, whatever. Right? A bunch of people called Chris Rock a bitch. But a bunch of people said Chris Rock took that like a man. And he continued the show. Yeah, people are gonna have opinions. Who gives a shit, man? Just fucking mind your, like, just mind your own fucking business. Like, who cares about other people?
You know how often I close out of videos because I can't handle finishing them? Fucking never.
Bro, that's sad. That is sad that, like, I close out videos like crazy. The other day, look, where is it? This is another video about it. No, not this.
It's been a while since
I need the history here. Where's Cole? Kolovix. Okay, this video, 50 seconds is what it took me to stop watching the video. You know why?
Many portions of the community are on fire right
Even though he's right, I'll tell you, like, we'll watch this clip and I'll show you exactly why I quit this video at that moment.
Now, because the dev team decided to release an item this patch called the lalafel lifter. I'm not going to bother showing Reddit posts, forum posts, or anything, because frankly it boils down to, oh no, they're shoving racial stereotypes about lalafels.
Who gives a shit? Straight up, who gives a shit? It's an imaginary fucking race. And yeah, they're gonna have racial stereotypes. Are you telling me that there are no racial stereotypes about any other class? They have racial stereotypes about all these guardians throughout ARR. They have a racial stereotype against the Asians, even though like they're right, they're evil, whatever. From our perspective, but it's like it's still a racial stereotype.
It's a fake in-game race. This is the end of the world. I'm not trying to be mean when I say it, but do you actually think that you're getting more hate than I do as a Rothgar YouTuber? Because reality check, I guarantee you that you're not. And I'm not gonna like bother like just even beating around the bush with it. Like, I get comments very often saying things like, oh no, gay and a Rothgar.
This is pretty much where I signed out. This is where I signed out. I know he doesn't mean to do this. Like, I can't say I know, but like I don't think he wants to do this. He just flipped this whole script onto, I am also a victim, I'm a bigger victim, therefore your victim doesn't matter, right? And I personally don't care about this whole, like, who's the bigger victim, but it's like, talk about the issue. It's like, don't flip it on yourself. It's like, oh, well, people are calling me a gay Rothgar. It's like, yeah, but it's like, I don't know, like this take right away is like, bro, I just don't care. Like, that's, you lost me here because I just don't give a fuck, right? It's like, I don't care about your problems. I came to hear about that, right?
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry. Here we go.
The takes were so bad that I literally had to close it.
So sad.
And if someone can't fucking just like live with that, then you know what? Fucking sorry, bro. Zeem said it himself. I must have a difference of opinion. So I guess if if Zeems is just as fucking entitled to his opinion as he is, then I guess so am I.
Yes, you are.
So don't try to tell me I'm in the fucking wrong.
Why?
Because guess
why? Being entitled to an opinion doesn't make you right or wrong. If your opinion is right, it's right. If your opinion is wrong, it's wrong. But it doesn't mean you're still entitled to your opinion. One doesn't have to do with the other. I can have an opinion. The earth is flat. That's my opinion. Doesn't mean I'm fucking right. I gotta prove it. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, yeah, everyone's entitled to their opinions. Like, no one's controlling your brain, telling you what's right or wrong, and you can have your own opinion. There are plenty of complex issues with people having multiple opinions on. Just take socialism and capitalism into account. Like, you can open a whole can of worms in both directions, and everyone can be right and wrong at the same time because both systems have issues. Right? It's like, I don't want to go there. But like, bro, like, yeah, it's your opinion. Doesn't mean you're right. Doesn't mean he's right either.
Guess what?
It's
one person is sitting here defending, kind of being on the side of people who are sick of this kind of fucking language being used toward them. And one person sitting there memeing about it, not giving a fuck.
Yeah, and you're both right. Because A, it's the internet. You shouldn't give a fuck about what random people say about you. Let's say this. If you cared so much about people bullying gamers and shit like that, if people cared about this stuff so much, about like, you know, Twitch would never be a thing. If gamers really cared about like people bullying them, it's like, oh well, all the girls said that gamers are geeks. Yeah, so what? Gamers still gamed. If they cared so much about it, like, no one was making riots. I wasn't out in the fucking arms because girls thought I was a geek when I was younger, that I was playing video games. Tell me how it was like playing World of Warcraft in 2003, 2004 in high school, where you think you were like big pimpin'. Bro, you were like the geek, and you loved being the geek. Or you went up in arms against all the girls and the jocks who were like, yo, this guy's a fucking loser. He just plays video games at home. Just get over it, man. People will have opinions about you. They're also entitled for their opinion, and it's not necessarily they're right or wrong. Who cares?
Pick your poison. Fucking done. I'm done with this shit, dude. I'm done with this bullshit. I'm fucking done with this bullshit. Not this. In general. Fucking Zeppela, dude. All this other bullshit, dude.
What happened with Zeppela?
Fucking dumb.
Zeppela
There's
just
been
took a
more
break from Final
drama,
Fantasy.
literally without me, there's been more drama in this fucking community in 1 year than I saw in 5 in World of Warcraft. Now, I'm not...
That is a lie. Because he's just comparing it to the Blizzard drama. There was drama all around, like throughout WoD. There was drama throughout Legion. There was drama throughout, oh my god, a lot of drama throughout BFA. But the thing is, even with all this drama, aside from WoD, with WoD, what happened is people just basically logged out. Right, that was it. With Legion drama, with BFA drama, and Shadowlands drama, well, Shadowlands was like the Blizzard drama already, but like with BFA and Legion, Mythic Plus kind of gave enough content for people, especially Legion. Mythic Plus just gave enough content for people to not care about the drama. Right now, there's just nothing to do in Final Fantasy XIV. People don't want to play WoW because it's still fucking garbage. They have nothing else to play, so they're stuck logging into Final Fantasy, having nothing to do, and yeah, they get frustrated. And then what they get is a chair. Yeah, I get it. I understand. You guys are upset, and you're not even upset about the chair. I think you're just like, you have too much time on your hands. Yeah, go out, touch some grass, as the saying goes, right? Go hit the gym for an extra workout. But like, I don't think the game is doing anything that it hasn't done before. It's just that there is this void of time that you have on your hands right now, and you have nothing to do with it. Like during COVID, you just had all this time to play all this shit. Now you don't. So you want to play only your favorite game, but your favorite game isn't offering you the same amount of pleasure as it did before, because there was a lot of content. People were making content, like it was hype last year, or like a year and a half ago, whatever. Everyone was doing like the story again. You had people to watch, So even if like you didn't have content in the game, you had content around the game. There's nothing going on in Final Fantasy right now. There's nothing. Yeah, the game is still good. Don't get me wrong. The story is still fantastic. Everything that was good about the game is still there. But in terms of content, yeah, there's nothing to do. So people are getting bored. And like, listen, if you have a very limited time in the day, you have, let's say, 2-3 hours in the day to play games, maybe because you have a job, you have a family, whatever. You want to log into your favorite game, but you have nothing to do in that game. So everything now is pissing you off that has to do with it. Right, because you have this void and you have this frustration that you have nothing to do in the perfect game, and you don't have the time to go and start a brand new game because fuck, man, like I don't have time to invest. I don't have the time to invest in this because I still want to play Final Fantasy when I can. Yeah, I understand the problem, but the chair is not it. This whole discussion, like, that's not it.
I'm fucking going back, so don't just say, oh, go back to your game then, Pyro. No, that game sucks dick, and I don't want to play it. But what I'm saying is, there was fucking way less drama, and there's way more players. How does that happen?
Because there's shit to do. Also, WoW had the most players since vanilla WoW. Like, I mean, WoW had a bigger head start. They just started way up here, and Final Fantasy had to like slightly climb down, and they finally reached to the point where they had WoW numbers. I mean, like, I understand what he's saying. Like, WoW had more players, and there was less drama. I understand that, but there, like, you had shit to do, and also there was always WoW drama. It's just that it all boiled down to that one Blizzard drama that happened with the sexual assault, which was like the last straw. So dude, if the sexual assault in the allegations for Blizzard, like the investigation by California, whatever, if that was your last straw, that's how little you already cared about the game. I'm not, like, let's be real. If Walmart, like, let's say you always go to Walmart to buy groceries, which I don't recommend, but it is what it is. So you gotta do what you gotta do. If you always go to Walmart to buy your groceries, you don't give a shit if there was a fucking sexual harassment law case against Walmart somewhere. You're still gonna buy your groceries there because it is what it is, right? You don't give a fuck if Tommy fucked Johnny in the back in the back and was not consensual, and he actually raped him, and now they're both in jail. You just want to make sure your steak that you buy at Walmart is still there. You don't give a shit about this. You want the content from Walmart. Same as like, as long as WoW is producing content, you don't give a shit about what's happening in the background. As long as WoW is dishing out shit, right? So yeah, I mean, like I already covered this multiple times, but it's like, this is not the reason. And if Blizzard's lawsuit was the reason you quit the game, that means the game was in shambles for a very long time. That was just the tiniest last straw for you. Not everyone, but like vast majority of people.
It's because there's so many dumb, shitty fucking takes in this category that it's constantly an issue. Fucking people view botting, people fucking being reductive about inappropriate fucking language being used to people in the video game.
Define inappropriate. Also, view botting is not just for this category, it's for all of Twitch. So that's not it. Inappropriate language, I mean, you'll have to define it.
Like,
it's not.
It's just so dumb, dude. People are just like, they live in this box, and on the internet, they don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about your feelings. Zeems is literally exemplifying that, and you're seeing people fucking do the same shit because they feel empowered by what he's doing.
She's laughing about it because it's funny.
It's the same fucking argument that people made with the trans shit with fucking J.K. Rowling. It's just a microcosm.
I knew it's gonna bring to that. Oh, I was waiting for that.
And you dumb fucks can't see it.
No, what you can't see is no one cares. This is what you cannot see, Pyro. No one cares. This is not a real issue. If you're offended that Hogwarts Legacy, the Harry Potter game, the transphobic game, if you care so much that J.K. Rowling is getting money from it because she's anti-trans, and then you're supporting her anti-trans beliefs, like, you're a fucking idiot if you care about that. It's a fucking game. You're not supporting like a fucking, what do you call it? You're not supporting a war effort against Ukraine or some shit like that, which is a bit more understandable about that other game that like the Russian creators made. A bit more understandable, but still not it. Okay, because you can justify both sides to some extent, right? I'm not saying who's in the right, who's in the wrong. There's plenty of problems with both sides. I'm not going to take a side in this. But that one, I'll be like, you know what? That one at least makes sense because people's lives are actually on the line. Meanwhile, you're just playing a game that you enjoy, but this gives some money to a person who talks mean on Twitter, talks her reality on Twitter, talks her truth on Twitter, and it offends some people. She's not leading a fucking massacre. Okay? So it's like, yeah, this is not an issue. People don't care about this. People don't give a fuck. Just because you care doesn't mean we should care. That's your opinion, and you're entitled to it. And if you don't want to play because don't want to support J.K. Rowling in any way, that is fine. Don't put that shit on others. You're not more virtuous than other people. You're not more glorious than other people because you chose not to play the game, because you instead did a stream of like 6 hours of trying to understand the reason why J.K. Rowling is a transphobe. Which, by the way, there are trans people who still don't think she's a transphobe. Okay? There are some who do, but a lot of their takes are also like very delusional. Some of them are like, okay, that kind of makes sense. Some of them are like extremely delusional. It's like, yeah, you form your own opinion. And honestly, some people don't even give a shit. It's like, oh, she's transphobe. I don't care. I just want to play a good game. And you can't hold them to the same standard as you. You have different values. Just get over it.
Because not caring, making jokes, and being complicit is not helpful.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Look at comedians. Look how many jokes they made at the expense of politicians. And the whole Bill Cosby thing was because of a joke that I forgot the comedian's name, but he kept hammering the joke for like half a year or like a year or 2 years or whatever. He kept hammering the same Bill Cosby joke until there were investigations. He basically started this whole thing. So, yes, making fun of shit and using comedy as a vehicle to get to a certain point, to spread some information, that's fine.
And then to just discredit someone because they compared your actions to very offensive real life actions. I'm so sick of this happening to me, dude. I'm so sick of that happening. Everyone's analogies are fine except mine, apparently. I'm fucking sick of that.
No, that's because your analogy is fine. Your analogy is fine, but because you react so much, people will keep shitting on you.
The point of the analogy, sometimes analogies are hyperbolic because they're meant to make a point.
I need to find the analogy.
It's not meant to be taken so literally. No, I am not genuinely directly comparing what Zeems has done to real life racism. That's not my intent anyway. So if it comes out that way, obviously that's wrong. The point I'm trying to make is it's in a similar lane with the rhetoric that we use when addressing it.
Bro, but like going by this logic, man, like you can overthink everything to be offensive. Like like you're not helping anyone with this.
Oh, it's a problem for you, not for me. I've heard that before. I mean, it could be a bad analogy too, and that's fine, but you don't get to discredit everything else someone says because of one bad analogy. That's not fair. It's fucking dumb. People did the same shit when I made the analogy about women's suffrage. Like, these aren't realistic, relatable, like, who the fuck doesn't understand racism? Who doesn't understand it? Like,
a lot of people, apparently, because clearly you can be racist against white people, but you can't be racist against anyone else. So a lot of people don't understand what racism is.
These grand concepts that are so widely understood, no shit, they come up in fucking analogies. Everyone knows about them.
Here's the easiest way to understand racism, by the way. If in case someone watches this who doesn't understand racism or has a problem with me saying something about like, oh, you can't be racist against white people, which I don't agree with. You can be racist against white people. Racism is this. You're stereotyping people based on the color of their skin. That's racism right there. For positive or negative, it doesn't matter. You're being racist.
That's how it was taken as the problem on purpose to create drama? Could maybe try to clear it up later?
Sexism, bro, by the way, like is stereotyping people based on their gender, right? It's like, it's all it is just a negative way to say, I'm stereotyping you based on X.
Said himself, he doesn't fucking care. Look, it's not to cause drama. Zeems talks more shit about anyone in this community than anyone else. So if we're talking about drama baiting and clout chasing, how about you turn around and point the fucking finger back at yourself? Because that motherfucker reacts to more drama content than anyone in the
And that's why I said, like, first of all, who gives a shit if it's clout chasing or not? Like, who cares? You do you, whatever your viewers enjoy, you do it. Like, it's not like, I mean, you can call it clout chasing and whatever. It's like, it doesn't mean anything. It's not a negative thing. Yeah, you're an entertainer. Do what entertains the people. More people see it, you get more money. Wow.
Category. He almost reacts to more drama content than Asmongold.
No, that's impossible. That is literally impossible.
I don't give a fuck, Zyla Prime. First off, I don't give a fuck if you gave me any money, dude. You're fucking cringe. And that is a disgusting fucking thing to say to someone, dude. Fuck you. I gave you money, so, dude, don't try to guilt trip me, you fucking piece of shit. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I mean, he is right, but also, it's like,
you didn't give shit. Give me a fucking receipt or shut your mouth.
Oh my god.
What the fuck is that, dude? Y'all are gonna you're gonna try to use that against me now? You're gonna try to use.
This is literally what a Pyro Meltdown looks like. He just starts attacking the chat. It's like, you guys are going to start using that against me. And it's like, it feels like he's attacking the whole chat, where it's like only 2 people out of like whatever, how many viewers he had live at the chat at the moment are actually talking shit. I would say majority of them probably. Felix was listening, wow, just boils down. Okay, let's read comments. Can someone clue me in? I just joined the stream. So he doesn't even know what's up. Yeah, that's true. Probably talking about what he said. Blizzard gave enough drama that the game didn't need it. Yeah, what the hell is going on now? Someone doesn't know. It feels like toxicity in WoW just boils down to your DPS sucks, learn to tank, uninstall the game loser, whereas in FF, the toxicity when it does happen is so much worse. I know that's a reductive comparison, but I swear it feels that way sometimes. LOL. Which is, again, so like none of these people are disagreeing with him, I'd say. Made a forum post complaining that's how it was taken is the problem, purpose cause blah blah blah. Yeah, no one here, for example, on this line was disagreeing with him, right? Out of like, I don't know what is, like 8-10 people. But it's like he says you guys. Meanwhile, it's like 2 people probably just said something that was against what he said. Maybe there was even in like in a good tone, like in a good intention. It's like, listen, like you're a bit exaggerating here, and he's like going off of them, but he says it in the way it's like you guys, as in like his whole Twitch channel is against him. And this is the problem with all of Pyromancer's meltdowns. He just loses his shit on his chat. It's like, why? Like most of them agree with you.
Use the GoFundMe against me
And
now
then,
too?
listen, in a day or two after this, or like in his next stream, he'll probably say he's sorry.
Fuck you. My wife literally almost died.
Wait, from what?
Is that what the fuck is wrong with you? You didn't give shit. Give me a fucking receipt or shut your mouth. What the fuck is that, dude? Y'all are gonna try to use that against me now? You're gonna try to use the GoFundMe against me now too? Fuck you. My wife literally almost died. And she struggles with it every day, which of course affects our relationship. Don't fucking act like this was a small thing. You guys are fucking cruel, you know that?
I know what happened with his wife, but like, no offense, right? And respect to him for keeping the grind, whatever, and streaming and all that stuff. But like, listen, if you have someone close to you that is actually like, you know, you're in financial need, GoFundMe is cool and all, but like, maybe you should also like get like a job that pays money. If your wife needs the financial help, that's your job as the man. Like, and I don't want to be like the misogynist, whatever, but it's like, it's your job as a partner to take care of your other partner when in times of need, because when you're sick or whatever, something happens to you, you'll probably expect her to do the same for you. That's the whole thing about partnership, right? You just like, you take care of each other, you help each other, like it's a partnership, right? So it's like, okay, I don't know much about the situation, but it's like, bro, if you're not making enough as a streamer, and like, if you can't secure the safety of your house, like, I mean, bro, like, I'm not saying streaming is not for you, because clearly he's pretty successful overall. But like, maybe look at other avenues of income, like straight up. Like you need more money.
The things you are willing to say to people on the internet is audacious.
Bro, yeah, it's the internet. Get
Fuck
over it.
you.
Yeah, it's a low blow, but it doesn't mean it's not true.
Unbelievable, dude. I literally put my tattoo on credit because we don't want to spend any physical.
Why'd you get a tattoo? Why are you spending money? It's like, oh, I put it on credit, so I'm not spending money. You have to pay it at some point. Why'd you get a tattoo? You fucking... Oh my god, bro.
Physical money, a drop out of that GoFundMe that does not go to fucking medical bills and insurance and those kinds of things, man.
That's such
not a dime.
What an idiot. No offense, but like, bro, you're straight
fucking
up
try
an
to
idiot.
say that shit about me, dude. Try to posit me as a bad person. Supox, look. As soon as this fucking started happening, as soon as I went in there and his fucking chat started lighting up, dude, I will talk to him in Discord. I'm not scared. I am not scared. I will talk to him live in Discord about this.
Wow.
I'm not afraid.
I'm not afraid.
And it's not to berate him or to try to take him down or to clout chase. It's because if you want to respond and you want to open a dialogue, because it's not a dialogue until you respond. If you want to open that dialogue, I'm willing to talk to you face to
Monologue.
face. And call you
Discord to
out
Discord.
personally for what you said. And explain to you why I take issue with it. Because I clearly was not given the opportunity to explain it on his...
Bro, everyone knows why you're taking issue with it. What you don't understand is, why should anyone care? It's like, it's funny that you, like, the whole point is that it is funny that you take issue with it. That is the whole point. It is funny that people are taking an issue with it. It is actually funny because it's about a chair. It's like, oh, it's not about a chair. It's a deeper meaning. They're being racist against lalafels. Who gives a shit if they're being racist against lalafels? You played World of Warcraft for like almost 20 years. The game is based around racism. I don't see you going out in arms about anything like that. Who gives a shit, man? It's not real racism. It's not a real fucking thing. It's not a real fucking creature that you're being racist and you're offending its feelings. Who gives a shit? It's like, oh, well, it follows the same line of logic. Bro, yeah, and people who say socialism is bad usually have a socialist construct in their household. Why, are they being hypocrites now? No, because different fucking circumstances matter.
His fucking stream.
I keep bringing up the socialism.
I clearly was not given the opportunity. I was not given the time of day. I came in and he's fucking doing the analogy comparison. And say, well, they do look like children though. Like, dude, what? Maybe not. What a skill. No, we'll just sit there and say, well, they do look like children though. Like, dude, what?
But they do. But they do.
Like, what?
They're chibi, which is like childlike, cutesy.
What a weird thing to say. That's such a like, how are they not cringing when they hear that? It's like, it's okay to make those pedo jokes because they do look like kids and all. And so, you know, like what Zeems and what other people have done, and it's the same exact fucking thing that they did with Harry Potter, dude. They turned it from being about the words and the implications on the people who are involved, and they turned it into being about the thing. They turned it into being about the chair.
Okay, so this is going to be the last point because I think everyone kind of gets it, and I'll also edit a bit. As the last point, I remember this whole thing that Yoshi P asked people who are playing lalafels to not overly sexualize them. For a good reason. I don't know if it was Yoshi P or just the fan fantasy thing, but I'm pretty sure it was from Yoshi P. To not overly sexualize lalafels because it's wrong, because they are technically look like children. So this whole thing of like people calling people who play lalafels pedos. First of all, it's funny. Second of all, these guys, yeah, they're assholes. You can just block them. Just ignore them. Just block them. Just don't party with them. Like, these people will probably be saying offensive things to a lot of different people. It's like, oh, you're playing a cat girl? You're fucking weeb. It's the same type of people, though. Oh, you're playing Final Fantasy? You're a fucking weeb. It's the same type of people. Don't pay them any mind. Who gives a shit? The implication of the word is a lot less when you say weeb versus pedo, but it's the same type of mentality. If you want to go for analogies, it's the same tactic. You're shaming somebody for playing something the way they want to play it. That's all it is. Who gives a fuck? It's a fucking video game, bruh. Get over it. Who cares? Anyways, you get the point about this whole Final Fantasy drama. In my opinion, look, I honestly think the chair is the greatest thing that they have come up with. It is literally, they're making fun of one of the races that they have created. There's nothing wrong with it. If you think they're making fun at your expense for playing it, you're a fucking idiot. They're making fun of the race as a whole, not at the expense of the player who's playing it. If you want to take offense to anything and everything that has to do with you, be my guest. You're a fucking moron, though. That's no way to live. Okay, being offended, being a victim all the time will get you absolutely nowhere. It'll get you some brownie points. It'll get you maybe like, you know, pretend to be a homeless and get some money, which by the way pays good. Like $64 an hour was the average. It's pretty good money to be a homeless person, but or pretend to be. All I'm saying is, that's no way to be. If you start caring about all these things, man, good luck with the real fucking world when like shit hits the fan. Okay, like, yeah, get over it. It's not a big deal. The Final Fantasy, whoever thought of the chair idea is a fucking genius. They're making fun at their own expense. That's all it is. The way you should view it is Final Fantasy is making fun of itself in its own expense. They made a a race that is childlike, and they gave it a baby chair. That's fucking hilarious. Just wait till they bring out the fucking baby glamours, okay, with a fucking pacifier. Now that would be the best. That's the only thing that's missing. Bro, the role-playing you can do. Imagine all the role-playing you can do. All these, like, people are putting on these, like, theater plays, right? In their homes and shit like that. Like, I remember Preach was showing stuff, right? That would be so good. Imagine, like, you can now add on to that, and you can actually have babies, right? Who grow up. You can make a whole story arc theater in Final Fantasy now with babies. Before it was just like a fucking lalafel, but now it'll be a lalafel with a pacifier and like the whole like the baby getup. Oh, that would be so great. In a baby chair. Bro. I mean, it writes itself. Either way, this whole drama is ridiculous. People taking offense to this is ridiculous. Pyro losing his shit, honestly, is always ridiculous. He lost his shit. All 3 times he lost his shit is ridiculous, but it's entertaining as hell. Anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you very much for watching. I gotta hit the gym, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Nah, not peace out. Take care.